You're probably familiar with gaslighting, when someone manipulates your reality until you no longer trust your own thoughts. But what if I told you the most dangerous kind of gaslighting isn't done to you? It's the one you do to yourself. Yes, you can gaslight yourself, and chances are you already have. Self-gaslighting doesn't start with you. It starts with the people who taught you that your emotions are too much, that your memories are wrong, and that your reactions are crazy. Maybe you grew up in a home where love was conditional, where speaking up made you the problem, or maybe you were always told to calm down when you were rightfully upset. Over time, you learned to silence yourself before anyone else could. That voice in your head saying, maybe I'm overreacting, it didn't come from nowhere. It came from years of being told your pain was inconvenient. You think you're being objective. You say things like, maybe it's just me. I'm probably too sensitive. They didn't mean it that way, right? But what you're really doing is reprogramming your reality. You're bending your own truth so that someone else's behavior makes sense. You're protecting them at the cost of your own clarity. This isn't emotional maturity. It's self-erasure, and it's terrifyingly quiet. Psychologist Dr. Stephanie Sarkis, author of Gaslighting, Recognize Manipulative and Emotionally Abusive People and Break Free, explains that self-gaslighting is often the result of chronic manipulation. Over time, we internalize the manipulator's voice, adopting their doubts as our own. You begin to anticipate criticism, so you adjust preemptively. You walk on eggshells. In your own mind, your inner voice doesn't sound like a supportive friend. It sounds like someone skeptical of your own suffering. That's not humility. That's internalized abuse. So why is self-gaslighting so lethal to your sense of self? Because no one can rescue you from it. You can escape a toxic person. You can block a manipulator. But you can't run from your own thoughts. And if your thoughts are built on self-doubt and denial, you're trapped in a prison where the guard is you. Self-gaslighting feels like apologizing when you're the one hurting, feeling guilty for needing space, explaining your boundaries like a legal defense, and feeling selfish just for existing in pain. You tell yourself to move on, but never let yourself process. You invalidate your trauma so fast, you never even get to feel it. And the worst part? You call it strength. Here's the red flag no one talks about. If you always assume you're the one at fault, even when you're not sure what you did, that's not emotional intelligence. That's self-gaslighting. And it's time to stop. So how do you stop gaslighting yourself? Start by noticing how often you doubt your own instincts. Replace, maybe I'm overreacting with, what if my reaction makes sense? What if my feelings are valid, even if someone else disagrees? Talk to yourself like you would talk to someone you love. Would you call their pain too much? Would you tell them to get over it? Then stop doing it to yourself. You are allowed to take up emotional space. You are allowed to say, this hurt me, even if no one else agrees. You're not broken because you doubt yourself. You were just taught to mistrust your own voice. But you can learn to listen again, to believe yourself, to be on your own side. Because the moment you stop gaslighting yourself is the moment you finally start healing. And that's a wrap, my dear friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, stay awesome.